Have you or anyone you know ever been subjected to racism or discrimination?
Yes, absolutely. There's a couple of different examples I can think of. Have I been exposed to racism? Sure, but not frequently in North America. I've been overseas and found some challenges when I tried to communicate with people or was trying to be included in places where I was not part of the majority. So yes, I have seen it, but that's pretty small scale. On a larger scale, I have a friend from Jamaica, black fellow who here in Canada has faced all kinds of racism and discriminatory practices through his applications for work, through his applications to school, and other kinds of examples.
Cool.
Have you or anyone you know ever been subjected to racism or discrimination?
Yes. I don't know if this is racist, but like in grade 8, I remember I used to walk in the hallways and guys used to walk around like beside me and like yell Allahu Akbar and say it randomly. I don't know if it was racist or like intentional, but like when they see me in a headscarf, they just say that word and that it kind of offended me in a way because I'm like, why are they saying that? Or why do they need to point that out? You know? So that's where I felt like kind of racially attacked in a way, but not yeah.
Have you or anyone that you know ever been subjected to racial discrimination or discrimination in general?
Yeah, a few weeks ago actually, I went to the Walmart in Tsawwassen, and it was just after school, so I had my backpack on and everything. And I was being followed by a few of the employees, and it was weird because I would go like on wild goose chases. Like I went in through different aisles like I wouldn't normally go in through. And then I got to the checkout, and then all the different cashiers dispersed, and then I was walking, and then as I was leaving, I talked to the manager, and I was like, hey, what's up? Like, I was being followed throughout that entire time. Basically, the manager told me that whatever I was thinking was wrong. She said, I told them to go stock up, you're probably just overthinking it. And yeah, it was just weird because I've heard of stories of my cousins and stuff having that happen to them, but like, it was weird because you wouldn't really think that because like I'm kind of white, more or less, but like, yeah, it was just really weird, like being a teenager, and just because I'm a teenager and I was wearing a jacket and it was raining and I had my backpack on, they think I was stealing is pretty weird.
Have you or anyone you know ever been subjected to racism or discrimination?
So my last name's Irani, and I would always think that I would get racially profiled. I've never been racially profiled. My friends always joke around that when you cross the border or in a plane, you'll get subjected to secondary search and stuff like that. It's never happened to me. And to be honest, even if it happens to me, I wouldn't blame them. The reason why I say that is because we live in times where there is a certain group of people who actually are labeled as terrorists and stuff like that. I always think about it this way. If I were doing their job, and if somebody with the last name Irani walked by, how would I check them? Would I be more careful? And the answer would be yes. So again, I sometimes think about people doing a job. Is that racially profiling? Yes, but it's the times we live in, and I wouldn't blame somebody for doing that.
Have you or anyone that you have known been subjected to racial discrimination or any kind of discrimination?
I have like a lot in the workplace because I work in a restaurant, like I'm a server, and like I get tips and stuff, but usually because I'm a girl and I'm colored, I never get as many tips as my like white coworkers or my like white male coworkers, and it's like really frustrating because whenever I'm looking at my tips, I'm like, what the heck? Like I gave good service and my other coworkers don't give as like good of a service that I do, and I just put into so much work, but I never get anything because I'm a colored woman in Canada.
Have you ever been subjected to racism or discrimination?
Yes.
I hate to say this, but yes, we have.
Yeah.
There was once last year, when in our grade 11 year, semester 2, where we were racially profiled in the school.
By the office.
For wearing all black. We got pulled into the office saying that we were intimidating and bad people.
Just because of the way we look.
Actually.
I know, man.
Cut the cut.
end racism and discrimination?
I don't know why. I don't know how. It's something that's not taught.
How do we end racism and discrimination?
Well, you can't really end racism because it's always gonna be there in our society. Like, there's no gonna be like official end. Like, you can't convince everyone that like to not like at least have some racial intentions, basically.
We put an end to racism and discrimination.
Okay, I think to put an end to racism and discrimination, like parents should be teaching their kids at a young age that everyone is equal and that everyone should be treated fairly.
How do you think we can end racism and discrimination?
Do you want to go first?
I think we should just love each other.
I think we should stop reproducing.